This girl right here is called Megami Mikoto. I first met her in the summer of 3rd grade. Ever since then, we've always been together. By the way, the timid-looking kid on the left is me. My name is Huckabone Takes. Back in elementary school, Mikoto was full of energy, always cheerful and bright. She was always optimistic, pulling me forward no matter what. Even back then, she was all I could think about. To me, Mikoto was like the sun itself, shining with bright light. Once she got to middle school, Mikoto became even more amazing, beautiful, outgoing, top of her class in both academics and athletics. She shone so brightly it was almost blinding. But once we entered high school, as we observed the high school, the main character, was sitting there thinking, good job surviving today's class. Time to get home, I guess. Suddenly, someone tugged me from behind. I looked back, and it was none other than Mikoto. She said, "Hey, do you want to go home together? Or is that a no?" She was very timid, shy, or more like scared, asking this. She clung to my shirt, saying, "Maybe you wouldn't want to walk home with someone like me, after all, right?" Mikoto started acting strange. I assured her, saying, "No, not at all. I'm perfectly fine with it." Her personality had completely flipped, so much so that I wondered if she was even the same person as before. With fear in her eyes, she timidly asked, "Really? Am I not a bother? Am I not a burden to you?" I said to her, "I mean it. I really don't think that. Come on, let's go home together, okay?" She was joyful, almost sparkling, as she said, "Okay, I'm so glad." Even for me, the main character, it's kind of hard to describe, but the atmosphere felt almost heavy. She asked again, mumbling things as if she couldn't get it out of her mind. She was startled for a moment, but then somehow said, after this, I was thinking we could play games together like last time. It was really fun. Looking at her mumbling all these words, I said, "Oh, Mikoto, you want to come over and play games again? We can continue where we left off. It's no big deal." She nodded gracefully. We've been childhood friends, so we spent time together playing games ever since we were kids. Even now, we still hang out like this, playing games and stuff. She won, and I, the main character, asked her to play one more round. She won again, and I felt a bit grumpy. She glanced at me, and I was startled. With a blush, she said, "Loser, loser. Are you frustrated?" I was a bit blunt about my expressions, thinking, oh, that's right. She's always been good at everything. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever beaten her in a game before. Well, for me, it's whatever. I took a quick break and sighed a breath of relief. I glanced at her and said, "Hey, Mikoto, I'm going to grab a drink real quick." She came quite close to me, with sweat on her face. Her frustration was evident. I said, "Wait, I didn't mean it. Just now, whatever I said." I was a bit scared because she was so close. She tried to justify her actions, saying, "I wasn't making fun of you or anything, but I still upset you. Didn't I? I'm really sorry, okay? Please, don't start hating me, okay?" I, who was startled, or more like scared to the side of her, said, "Okay." The biggest thing that changed about Mikoto is that now she's absolutely terrified of being hated by me. She said, "Oh, all right. Is there anything you want me to do? I'll do anything to make it up to you. Please, let me do something." I said, "Well then, I'm kind of thirsty, so could you please grab me a drink or something?" I thought it was honestly to the point of being pathological. She was relieved, saying, "Got it. Leave it to me. I'm gonna be useful. Just wait for me, okay?" As she left the room, I thought, there's no way I could ever hate Mikoto. The reason for that is, as I observed, she was taking a lot of time. I glanced at the door, and there she was. I called out, "Oh, there you are, huh, Mikoto? Where's the drink?" She was speechless for a moment, but then almost teared up as she said, "I'm messed up." I looked at the glass. It was filled to the brim. She poured so much, but couldn't carry it. "What the heck are you doing?" I said. Crying, she said,